Hi. In this talk, I'm going to explore the idea of using a very well-known tool, philosophy, and value called Appreciative Inquiry in the context of positive thinking. Now, we've heard and possibly read a lot about positive thinking in various contexts and perhaps used a lot of techniques as well. My attempt here is to bring to us this tool called Appreciative Inquiry and add it to a repertoire of tools that can be used when we wish to think positively. Appreciative inquiry was a philosophy that evolved over the years in the course of research by a person called Dr. David Cooper Ryder. He was attempting to study a particular hospital in the US and wondering why is it that people, including patients, are actually happy to go to this hospital. Now, usually hospitals are not a place that we prefer to go or are very happy to go, but there was this one particular hospital where they realized patients were relatively happy to go in and the staff was very happy to work there as well. And in the context of researching what makes this hospital so special, this concept of appreciative inquiry evolved. Now, let's look at how is the tool framed and how can we use it for positive thinking in our personal day-to-day lives. Appreciative inquiry talks about the 5D approach. What are these 5 Ds? So you've got 5 of these. The first D is called define. So let's say you have a situation in your life that is challenging and you wish to think positively about it. The first step, define, says that you define the context, understand what is it that you would like to think positively about. So let's say you are trying to secure admission into a college, a specific college of your choice, and it's going to be difficult. You know, there's a lot of competition, you know, there are financial constraints, there may be geographical constraints, and therefore the situation is not very easy for you to deal with. So define what the context is. The second step, and a very important step in this process, is the process of discover. What is it that we wish to discover? We wish to discover strengths, right? So the questions we are going to ask ourselves in the process of discovery is, sit back, think about the challenges in your own past that you have dealt with successfully. They may or may not be in the context of the situation you've already defined. It could be anything. But the premise is identify the challenges, understand how you dealt with it, and in the process discover your strengths. What are the strengths that helped you deal with that situation? Now, the importance of this discovery is that the strengths that you used in the past to deal with any kind of a situation are strengths that are within you. These are life-giving forces that are available to you at any point in time in your life, should you wish to avail of them. So, what we're doing in this process is positivizing our thoughts by not focusing on what's wrong in the current situation or what are your weaknesses in the current situation, but instead focusing on what are the strengths that are available to you as a resource to deal with the current situation. And now, on the basis of these strengths, move on to the next step, which is design, right? Now, when we look at, the next step would be to dream, and then we move on to design. So when we say dream, what we're talking about is look at the current situation, look at your strengths, and dream about what are the various possibilities. Now, you may think that the only possibility is that I want a solution to the situation, which means I want to be admitted into a particular college or university. But use this dream situation to dream of all other possibilities that could be present in the situation, which could be about alternative colleges. It could be perhaps about saying, okay, let me take a year off and just travel. It could be about saying, let me look at alternative career options, right? Dream of all possible things where your strengths would come in handy and would make you successful. And then work backward into one or more of these dreams that appeal to you, and then design design a pathway that helps you achieve this dream, right? And the final step in the process, of course, is what is called destiny, which is actually living the dream, which means walking this pathway from design to dream. So the next time around you're having challenge thinking positively, try and use this 5-step process for yourself and live on the basis of your strengths and your resources. Thank you.